Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here today from my phenomenal figures. In this video today we have got my 2026 Backlash predictions, which is taking place tomorrow night, so I thought today I'd film them. I actually kind of forgot it was on, to be honest. I don't know why, but I just kind of forgot that it was even on tomorrow. I just was like walking to the gym and I was like, oh, Backlash is tomorrow. Backlash, as Danhausen says. But no, I just remembered Backlash is tomorrow and I was like, haven't even made my predictions yet, so I gotta jump on YouTube and I gotta make my predictions. So yeah, we're gonna talk about it. I think the card is good, but I think they could have done better. One match that I would have added to the show would have been the Street Profits versus Division for the tag titles, but it's not on the card, and I do not think we are getting it, because if we were to get it, it probably would have been announced after Monday Night Raw, and there was absolutely nothing announced on Monday Night Raw. So I do not think that we are getting that match. But another match that we could actually get is Cody versus Gunther, which I'd be down if they added that. I really hope that they do add that match. Just in case they do, I am also going to predict that match. It's advertised for SmackDown tonight, so it is most likely going to happen. Not sure what the poster is for the show, so I basically am just using this image. But yeah, let's just predict the card. Let me know in the comments, what is your hype for Backlash? Predict the full card in the comments, please. Comment down below. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because 90% of you guys that are watching are not subscribed. So please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below. I don't really got too much more to say. I think Raw right now is a solid show. I think Raw is a solid, good enough show. SmackDown is a bit like, what are we doing here? Like, SmackDown's pretty much a comedy show at this point, if I'm being honest. I like the comedy, but at a certain point, it is going to get too much, and it is going to get a bit annoying with the Danhausen stuff, and then we got this whole gingerbread man stuff, and stuff like this. Then on Raw, you got Joe Hendry, who I think's been pretty entertaining. I like his song, Fire Logan Paul. It's pretty catchy. I like Logan Paul, so I'm not really like, I'm not really with the chant or the song, but it's still pretty funny, and it's a catchy chant, so yeah, I mean, like I just said, Raw, I think solid enough, good show. SmackDown, there's a lot of crap on SmackDown. I gotta be honest. There is a lot of shit on SmackDown that I just do not care for. I think the women's division lacks a lot on SmackDown. I don't think it's ever really that good. I think that you never really get the greatest matches on SmackDown. I feel like on Raw you get kind of more of these matches where it's going to be, oh yeah, this can be a banger. They'll give it some time. Mainly, I can't even say, because one's a 3-hour show and the other's a 2-hour show. That's not even the thing anymore. They both still run for 3 hours right now. So it's not really a take I can say for SmackDown being bad. I just think it's bad creative. But yeah, let's get into the card. Alright, so John Cena is making an announcement. I honestly don't really know what this is going to be. I kind of think that this is just going to be this WWE club thing that you can join. I think that might be all this is. That I think they called it like WWE Fan Club or something. I can't remember what the hell this thing was, but I think it's probably going to be this. I think this is all John Cena's coming out for. I think TKO were just like, oh yeah, we're calling John Cena. He'll go out there, he'll promote this stupid new thing that marks will sign up for. Who is actually going to pay for this? That's not a mark. Tell me, man. Who's actually fucking buying this shit? Who's giving TKO more money? It's actually a joke that, oh yeah, join our WWE Fan Club thing. I think some people probably will. I mean, they'll get some people sign up for it, but I think they just needed to sell tickets for the show, because the tickets probably weren't selling because of every single pay-per-view this happens. The ticket prices are too much, so the fucking fans aren't even buying the tickets. I don't even blame WWE fans. The WWE came to Dublin, I think it was like last summer. They came actually a few times. There was a 3 arena show, and there was a Raw, and there was a SmackDown. Or no, maybe the Raw. I think the Raw was maybe in Belfast, actually. But I still maybe would have went to the show. I never went to any of the shows that came here. Now there's reports about a WrestleMania coming to Ireland, which ticket prices will probably be through the roof. So I might not even get to go to that, because ticket prices are a joke. But for this John Cena thing, I'm not sure what this is. I think it's just going to be TKO promoting this stupid fan club thing. John Cena, I actually did see a tweet. I'll put it on the screen. He was like hyping this up, making out that this is going to be a huge deal, which I honestly feel like that this is just like fucking, like I just said, TKO called this guy in, called in Cena. They need to sell tickets. Bro, they brought in Cena for WrestleMania. Now they're bringing in Cena for Backlash. Don't get your hopes up for this, because I'm telling you, this is just going to be announcing. This is going to be this fucking WWE World shit. All right, we're just going to go to the next match. That's it. I'll put the tweet on the screen, though, but like some bollocks crap he tweeted out. All right, next match, we got Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker, which I actually think that this could be potentially the match of the night. If they played their card right and they booked this as an absolute banger, this could steal the show. Seth Rollins, I think, is like the best probably wrestler in the company right now. I used to think it was AJ Styles, but AJ Styles has retired and AJ Styles has left, so it can't be AJ Styles anymore because he's not there. So other than AJ, I always thought Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins was like, they were always like the top two guys that are going to give you that banger match, that are just great all-around wrestlers, Seth and AJ. So this could be match of the night. Braun Breaker, I'm not like the biggest Braun Breaker fan. I do like Braun Breaker. I like his in-ring ability. I think the guy's a great athlete, so he can put on a really good match with Seth Rollins. Like, he has potential to put on an absolute banger with Seth Rollins. But I feel like they might do too much vision involvement. But here's the thing, right? If they have Braun Breaker win this match without the vision interfering, then yeah, hats off, Triple H. You actually did something good. Because I think if you give the win to if you give the win to Braun Breaker without any help from the vision, that's sending a statement. Then you have Zed, he obviously wants a rematch. Then Zed wins the next match, or maybe Braun wins the next match, and then it goes to SummerSlam and has the third match. Because if we're being realistic, they have Clash in Italy after this, and a Saturday Night's main event. It's going to go, it might even be on both of those shows, but I think this will go to SummerSlam. Mark my words, this feud's going to SummerSlam. But my prediction for this match is Bronson Reed. I think there's a possibly that he returns, comes back, and he helps Braun Breaker win this match. Maybe like a tsunami, that kind of shit. You know, you get my point. Referee gets taken out. Boom, tsunami, spear, 1, 2, 3. Braun Breaker beats Seth Rollins with help. There's no way that they're actually going to make Braun Breaker beat Seth Rollins clean. Mark my words, there's going to be interference. If they did do it clean, hats off to WWE, well done. But they are not going to do this clean, because they're going to need, like, oh, you know what, Braun, this is that, right? Braun, you didn't beat me clean, so you have to give me a rematch. Like, that's how they're going to play this. I can predict it. It won't be a clean W, but, yeah, that's all I really got to say about this one. Could be a great match. Prediction's going to be Braun Breaker with the help from Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory. They could all get involved, division. Yeah, next match. Kit Wilson and The Miz versus Danhausen and a mystery opponent. I know a lot of people are going to complain about this, but personally, I'm a big fan of Kit Wilson. I have been a big Pretty Deadly fan since day one, since they debuted on main roster. So I love Pretty Deadly, so nothing against Pretty Deadly, nothing against Kit Wilson. I was a Kit Wilson fan before anybody else, before he had the toxic gimmick and this new theme song. Love Kit. Glad he's finally got it on the pay-per-view. This is incredible for Kit Wilson. I think Kit Wilson can be a big star in the company if they play their cards right. He could be a mid-card champ easily. He could be a mid-card champ any day of the week. I think actually Kit Wilson has potential to be a really good world heavyweight champ one day. I know, mad take, but I think he has the potential. The Miz, of course, I love The Miz. He's an absolute legend. And then Danhausen is probably one of my favorite superstars on TV right now. I love Danhausen. He makes me laugh every time I see him. The guy's very entertaining. I love his catchphrase. I need to get myself some Danhausen merch. I need to get myself a Danhausen t-shirt because I love Danhausen, man. Huge Danhausen fan. I love him. So yeah. For the mystery opponent, I think it's going to be what's the guy name with the iguana? Mr. Iguana, Joe Hendry, maybe, or CM Punk. They're like the names that I think. I haven't heard any dirt sheet reports on this, other than that the fact that the odds, like the highest odd is that it's going to be CM Punk. That's all I've heard for this. But it could be CM Punk, it could be Joe Hendry, it could be Mr. Iguana. I don't know. CM Punk's doing nothing right now, so he's on he doesn't really have a direction. So they could easily just call him Punk, say, yeah, you know what, do you want to do this match here? Punk's like, yeah, you know what, I'll do it, pay me a bit of money, whatever, yeah, you know, I'll get my paycheck, I'll wrestle, take out Miz, take out Kit Wilson. Yeah, I could see this being CM Punk. not really the greatest thing for Punk to do, but I think it could be a bit of fun. It's something different for CM Punk rather than he's been in the world title picture for so long that this wouldn't even be a bad thing for him to do. Like, just changing up a little bit, doing something a little bit more funny and a little bit more fun. So yeah, I'm just going to say Danhausen, CM Punk win the match. We're moving on. Io Sky versus Asuka. They destroyed this feud. They released Kairi Sane, so now this feud is absolutely destroyed. They have destroyed this feud. Kairi Sane was the heart and soul of this feud, in my opinion. The whole thing where Asuka said, Kairi, that was the funny thing. That was the good thing about this feud. I liked this feud when Kairi was involved. I don't think it's been horrible with just Asuka and Io, but it just feels so weird that something's missing. I don't understand why you would release Kairi Sane just before you do this match. It really doesn't make any sense to me. Why? Kairi Sane's a good wrestler. She's entertaining. The fans loved her. I liked Kairi. I thought she was good. I don't really understand why they released Kairi Sane just before they did the fucking match. Like, how ridiculous is that? Think about that. So they just destroyed this feud, in my opinion. They just fucked it. They're just like, you know what? Let's throw this fucking feud out the window and let's just have these two go at it. I think it'll be a good match. It may be boring though, because this style of wrestling match sometimes can be boring, but I think it will be a solid match. And my prediction is going to be that Asuka, you know what? What if they did right? You know the way they did this with Archer last year, where they had Archer get released and then he returned at Money in the Bank, right? What if they had the release is like a whole storyline? It's a work. They did this last year with R-Truth. They could be pulling it again. They got the fans mad. They can see how much fans want Kairi. Then they just never released Kairi, or they did, and then she gets re-signed. She returns here and she helps Io win and turns on Asuka. What if they did that? That could actually be an incredible moment. That will go viral on social media. That would be great. I'd actually love to see that. So, I'm going to have two predictions. Kairi Sane comes back, helps Io Sky win the match. But my prediction I'm going to go with is Asuka cheats to win with some the mist shape. Yeah, that's my prediction. Asuka. Whoop that trick. Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn for the United States Championship. I'm fine with them doing this match again if it goes to those deep waters, as Sami Zayn says. If this match is a 15-minute banger or 20 minutes, fine with both, then yes, it belongs on the show. But if they do what they did with WrestleMania with this shit, then fucking get this out of here. I don't want to see this again. Put some effort, put some time into the match. Have these guys go out there and have an absolute battle. Another thing that I do not want to happen is I do not want Sami Zayn to turn. I know he already is kind of turned heel, right? He's leaning to the heel stuff. I didn't watch the gingerbread segment. Everybody was like destroying it on social media. I need to go back and watch that. But he fucking attacked the gingerbread man. He just ripped it up. They have heel Sami Zayn win this match. I am fucking done. Trick Williams is one of the most over guys right now. Trick Williams deserves to be champion. I love Sami. I'm a huge Sami Zayn fan. Never turned my back on Sami Zayn. No, I never once did. I've been a Sami Zayn fan for a while. Since, when I started watching, I didn't really like the guy, but when he went into his comedic stuff and had the long hair, since then I've loved Sami Zayn. So I've always liked Sami Zayn. So I don't get me wrong, but I just do not want to see Trick Williams lose this title already. Please, Triple H, just have Trick win. Sami can turn heel and fail. Or no, sorry, Sami can lose again, clean, not with fucking little yaddy help from Trick. Or sorry, yeah, you got my point. And have Sami lose and then have him snap. Then have him turn heel. That's the perfect way to do this. Play your cards right, WWE. Do what I just said there. Next match. I hope Trick wins. Also, Little Yachty will be involved, but don't have Little Yachty help him, like I just said. Alright, I thought I'd put this match on it just in case it does happen. It's Cody Rhodes versus Gunther for the Undisputed WWE Championship. They have been building this feud for a week now, and tonight's the second night of it. Potentially makes the card. I'd say potentially, maybe. They don't have any women's world title matches on this card because Triple H sucks with booking women's wrestling. I think his weakest point is booking women's wrestling. He actually sucks at booking women's wrestling. WrestleMania, just take a look at that weekend of both nights of women's wrestling. The matches were not good. They did not get enough time. Actually, Rhea Jade was quite good, but it could have got a little more time. But yeah, You get my point there. So yeah, no women's world title matches on the show because Stephanie Gunkare got an injury. So that match is out the window. I guess they were trying to do a rematch with that one. And then who's the other champ? Rhea Ripley is just fucking backstage having stare downs with Charlotte Flair and involved with fucking tag matches with Fatal Attraction or whatever their bloody name is. So yeah, that's that. All right, anyways, let's just talk about this. There's no women's matches on the show, so I guess, or other than the Kyrie match, or no fucking, or EO match, or then world title stuff. No world title stuff. Anyways, Cody Rhodes, Gunther. If this match happens, they're not going to have Gunther win. Let's just be honest here. Cody Rhodes is going to take the dub. Maybe Randy Orton returns and fucking RKOs him and then punt kicks him. Where is Randy Orton? They just threw him out the story out the window. I don't mind them having this match. Randy comes back, then we go into Randy versus Cody again. Because I don't want to see this match fucking more than 2 times. Cody Gunther. Don't want to see that more than 2 times. No, thank you. Do not put that on my TV screen again. Just have a banger match. Have Cody win. Have him win clean. Randy comes back. RKO. Punt kick. We can move on. I don't mind giving, like I said, don't mind Randy getting a break and them doing this match. It's time to talk about the main event. OTC versus Fatu. And that brings us right into the main event. The OTC, Roman Reigns versus the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I've liked the feud for this match. I think it's been pretty solid. I've always been down for this one ever since they started it. Cannot wait for this match. Big Jacob Fatu fan. Roman Reigns is literally my second favorite wrestler. So yeah, excited for this one. You already know that these entrances will go for about 10 minutes long each. Then they're going to have at least a 40-minute match. They're going to have 28 commercials on this show. So this will get 40 minutes. And I predict like all the other matches will get about 15 to 10 minutes. Just mark my words. They will not go much longer than that. Because that's what WWE does these days. They give the main event loads of time, which I'm fine with. But give the other matches other time and cut the fucking commercials. You know what, at WrestleMania, which was weird, they didn't show build-ups before any of the matches. I'm honestly clueless on why they decided to do that. Like, what in the head was like, oh yeah, you know what? We're not going to even show build-up before the matches. They showed it for the main events. That's the only matches they showed it for. I hope that they do show builds for these matches because I honestly enjoy watching the build before the match. Gets you so excited for the match. I honestly hope that they do include the builds. But yeah. Okay, time to talk about this match. The OTC Roman Reigns retains. He wins the title. He walks away as champ. Now, Jacob Fatu has been on the phone to someone. My prediction for who he's been on the phone to is going to be Zilla Fatu. I think he's been talking to Zilla Fatu. Right, so time to finish the Backlash predictions. Yeah, I think that, you know, like I just said, Roman Reigns will win. Zilla Fatu is the person that Jacob Fatu was on the phone. Zilla Fatu comes out to try cause Roman the match and to help Jacob Fatu. But then the Usos come out, take out Zilla, and Roman Reigns retains. So, yeah, that's my predictions. Thank you all for watching. Very evil, very nice. If you do not subscribe, you are cursed. Subscribe or you are cursed. My phenomenal figures. Out. Have a very nice day and enjoy Backlash. Backlash. So I literally finished my Backlash predictions. I go on Instagram and I see this comes up. And I'm like, I literally had the video saved on my phone. Afterwards, go on. I'm like, oh no, I gotta add this in now. So I had to include this in the video. Like, I could not put out the video without mentioning this. Because this report just literally came out just as I'd done the video. And then I literally just saved it to the camera, to the phone. And then this comes up, man. Are we having a laugh? Jelly Roll is going to be Dan Harrison's tag team partner. I should have thought about this. Like, I should have thought about this, man. They literally had Jelly Roll beat Kit Wilson. And was having a feud with Kit Wilson in the Miz. How did I not think about this? Honestly, how the fuck did I not think about this one? Yeah, wow. Jelly Roll is the tag team partner of Kit Wilson, of Danhausen. So Danhausen and Kit Wilson are winning the match. Danhausen and Jelly Roll are winning the match. It's confirmed. Jelly Roll is coming back, guys. So, yeah. Gonna leave it at that. One more thing before we're done.
At Backlash.